Yes, Cynthia, Toronto's certainly starting to have the conversation on what the new normal will be. Mayor John Tory today making the announcement of the creation of a new planning committee that will focus on recovery and determine what life will look like after COVID-19.
We've got to get this right. It's a plan that is incredibly complex. If you think of restarting an economy in a city of 3 million people with all that goes with that in terms of all the businesses and the public transit and public services that might have been altered by this emergency.
The newly created team will address Toronto's recovery plans in the month to come, taking a public health approach in determining when the outbreak will be under control, establishing a system of detecting and containing new transmissions, and when to ease some of the distancing measures. Under this phase, the group will also consult on when and how businesses and city operations can reopen, steps to restarting the city's economy, and whether or not we need to change how we live and move. For example, when it comes to public transit, two new faces will be leading this team. Said Rafi, the former CEO of the Pan Am Games, and Ontario's former Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. David Mowat, who worked during the SARS crisis.
We've been ourselves gathering information from around the world, so countries, provinces, in fact cities that are ahead of us in terms of recovery. So all of that information is being funneled into the office.
We need to get this right, or we run the risk of prompting another wave of COVID-19.
And some questions that didn't get answered today include when will we be seeing some of these plans in motion? Mayor John Tory not providing a date, saying that this work will be completed in phases and communicated to members of the public, and this work is already underway. Now, a lot of this will also be dependent on our physical distancing measures and the work we're already doing here in the city as Toronto continues to see new reports of COVID-19. Let's take a look at Toronto's current case count. Today, there are 4,486 total cases. Of those patients, 300 are being treated in hospital, with 113 in intensive care units. The virus has killed 238 people in our city. Meanwhile, this morning, Ottawa announcing some rent relief for small businesses with the first of the month around the corner. I asked Mayor John Tory whether or not renters in the city of Toronto will be receiving the same support. We'll give you his answer coming up a bit later on in the show.